Hi, Sarah. We were just chatting. We had a great walk.
Oh, good.
So,
Yeah,
just tell us a little bit about what we were just talking about, the relationship between the Fort and the Hudson's Bay Company.
Okay. For those of you who don't know, Fort Calgary is a Northwest Mounted Police fort, which became the RCMP, one of Canada's great symbols. And the fort really tells three great Canadian stories, I always like to say. The beginning of the RCMP, the evolution of the city of Calgary, and the Hudson's Bay Company. So we are the authentic place in Calgary where you can learn about those three real pillars of Canadian history. The fort site was on the east or the west side of the Elbow River, and the Hudson's Bay came a year after the Mounties came to serve the fort. The Mounties came in
what year?
1875,
right.
And the Hudson's Bay Post was built in 1876.
Okay.
And they did trade buffaloes from there for a very short period of time, but as we all know, the buffalo became extinct, and the post became more of a retail commercial serving the fort.
Was that the first retail establishment in Calgary? Was the Hudson's Bay Company?
I.G. Baker was here
right.
doing the same thing,
right.
American company.
Right.
They were located really almost across the river.
Right.
So there was competition there,
right.
and there was the Canadian way that we're going to bring a Canadian company to serve Calgary, not an American company. And
wait, is the Canadian company still here? What happened to the American company?
Well, we forget that piece of our history.
So what happened?
So
the Hudson's Bay Company. The Hudson's Bay Company bought out the competitor.
The Hudson's Bay Company bought out I.G. Baker,
right.
is my understanding of it,
right.
who were operating out of Fort Benton.
Right.
When the railway came, it changed a lot of that because there was no need to bring goods in from Fort Benton overland.
Right.
So the Hudson's Bay Company, when the city of Calgary originally developed east of here, and then when the railway came, it started to develop west.
Right.
So the Hudson's Bay Company followed the commerce and
right.
moved west of the fort.
Right.
And in 1914, around that era, I'm not sure exactly when the downtown store opened,
right.
but more or less in the same time period when the fort was decommissioned, the big store on Stephen Avenue Mall that we all know
right.
as the Bay in Calgary opened. But the story of the Hudson's Bay Company's beginning in Calgary is an untold story.
Right.
Very few people know that we have the oldest building in Calgary in its original location is the Hudson Bay Factor's home,
right.
which is still located behind the Dean House.
Right.
And in our plans for the future, we hope to restore the house and conserve it and tell the story, because
right.
it is a great story. Calgarians pride themselves on being entrepreneurial and risk takers, and commerce is our heart and soul, and so what better way to tell that story in its early beginnings?
Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much for the time.
Well, we've really enjoyed it.
You have a spectacular facility
here. You wore the
here.
right color today, so
yes,
that's good too. Yeah.